They say when you work the night shift in a hospital, you'll hear things no one else hears, see things no one else sees. That's what I thought, just stories, until I worked the graveyard shift at St. Margaret's. The hospital was old, the kind of old where the walls seemed to hum with memories of the past. And the rumors about Room 313, they were legendary. No one wanted to go near it, and every time I passed by, a chill would crawl up my spine, as if the room itself had eyes. One night I was the only one on the floor. It was deathly quiet, save for the low hum of the fluorescent lights above. My tasks led me to a supply room just across from Room 313. The room was dim, its window covered with grime, and when I approached, the flickering light outside it seemed to pulse faster, like a warning. I started hearing things. Footsteps. They were faint at first, barely audible. But they grew louder, more insistent, like someone was pacing just inside 313. I tried to ignore it, but then, a whisper. My name, faint and drawn out, like a breath from another realm. Heart pounding, I told myself it was just my imagination, but I knew better. I'd heard the stories. They said Room 313 was where a doctor had... Well, let's just say he didn't die peacefully. Staff swore his shadow still lingered, wandering the halls late at night, looking for someone to cure, or perhaps someone to join him. And then I heard it. A low, guttural sound that froze the blood in my veins. It was coming from behind the door. Unable to resist, I stepped closer, and that's when I felt a sudden, icy grip on my shoulder. I gasped, spinning around, but no one was there. My heart thundered in my chest as I tried to shake off the creeping dread, but something kept pulling me back to the door. Against all logic, I turned the handle. The door opened with a loud, eerie creak. The room was empty, pitch black. And then, footsteps again, but this time, inside. They were getting closer. My breath hitched as a sudden draft made the door slam shut behind me. I was trapped. Shadows slithered along the walls, creeping closer like they were reaching for me. In the corner, I saw something. No, someone. A figure hunched over, muttering. As it turned, I saw hollow eyes staring back at me, eyes that didn't belong to anything living. I backed away, my hand fumbling for the door, but it wouldn't budge. Panic clawed at my throat as I heard whispers again, louder now, like a chorus of tortured souls. The figure began to move closer, its twisted limbs dragging across the floor. The air grew colder, and I could feel the breath of something unseen on my neck, like it was savoring my fear. Finally, I flung myself against the door, breaking free. I didn't stop running until I was far from Room 313, my heart slamming like it would burst. I told my supervisor I was leaving the job. I wasn't going back to St. Margaret's. But some nights, I still hear the whispers calling me back to that cursed room.